Hi, I'm June Martin from the fiction cohort. Visual description, I'm a white trans woman with blonde hair, wearing a sheer blue-collared shirt, off-white tank top. Behind me, there is a window full of searing light and a really old-looking computer monitor. I'm gonna read from my novel in progress, The Enlightenment of Billiards Toussaint. For some setup, Billiards believes he has achieved enlightenment, and in this scene, he's in his divorce lawyer's office. The suit was cut tight, darts in the jacket, a taper on the leg, and still it hung off the lawyer. In one hand, he held a chef's knife, Damascus steel announcing itself in elegant silver waves. The other pinned a credit card to the cutting board that rested where a computer monitor would have sat on many other desks. His nails were short and buffed, and he wore the understated smile of a man engaged in meaningful work. Frederick Arbogast, Esquire, chalked the credit card into 10 thin slices, then 200 little squares. Billiards didn't flinch, even as Arbogast gathered the card fragments into his hand, where it rested like a pile of thick confetti. Instead of scattering into the air, the squares went one by one into Arbogast's mouth. One quick chew per square, and before long, the card was nothing but a fond memory of purchases gone by. The lawyer's friendly gaze held the satisfaction of a saint, as well as the light and warm fatigue of an overstuffed uncle after Thanksgiving. Billiards asked, "Now why was that necessary?" "Most favors are unnecessary, Mr. Toussaint. I've just done for you what I do for all my clients." Arbogast gazed out the window, where a hot asphalt sea parted row after row of shining vehicles. Most think of this rational age as one without sin. If God is dead and money is God, then we have been liberated from judgment and go forth as rational actors in the market, no? Arbogast paused and jammed his thumbnail between two molars and worked at it until a plastic square came free. It glistened in the light until he dropped it back into his open mouth and swallowed. Where was I? Billiard said, "I think it was, money is God and go forth." The lawyer's face lit up and he snapped his fingers in Billiard's direction. "Right you are. You see, there is sin in this world, and it is born of temptation just as surely as Eve was tempted to the apple. It's the number inscribed in devil red, the debts we carry. The debtor is the sinner, and our great and terrible God of commerce doesn't wait for debt to bring hell to these sinners. Hunger, fear, the demons that call to collect and repossess cars, foreclose on houses, and we are all sinners." Billiard said, "Well, I'm not one for vengeful gods anymore. There's a car loan, of course, but you need a car." Arbogast said, "The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing us that he was not simply a face on the back of the head of our very own God." Arbogast rose his crossed fingers to elucidate, though their arrangement didn't match what he just described. "What I provide, in addition to my services as a lawyer, is a lifting of the burden, the sin consumed and digested." A sharp, probing look overtook Billiard's eyes, as if he were a skeptic in the audience of a magician and trying to find the hint that revealed all the falseness behind it. He said, "So is my debt cleared now? No more payments?" "Ah, well." Arbogast opened the folder on his desk and spread the pages evenly, sliding each sheet to its place with only his fingertips. "It's more symbolic, metaphysical weight, and so on. But I've taken enough of your time on that, so let's discuss your case."